Hey you guys, I wanted to tell you about another podcast I just started listening to called Akimbo by Seth Godin. This new podcast is really interesting because it breaks the form or the format of the usual interview type of podcast which we've become all too familiar with. This is Seth Godin. This is unfiltered, uncut Seth. This is just his thoughts, and in some ways it feels like an extension of his blog. Now, if you don't know Seth Godin, he is a very well-established author who's written something like 18 books. He's had a lot of incredible bestsellers like Purple Cow, and he really looks at the way that ideas spread, how we can bring about change in the world, and he has become a bit of a marketing thought leader, a bit of a marketing guru. I've listened to every single Akimbo podcast because there's only like 5 or 6 of them right now. It's really new. And my favorite episode so far has been one called Status Roles, which I think you should check out. I think this one applies to literally just about everyone because we're all affected by status in our daily lives. In this podcast episode, Seth talks about how we often look at others for validation to feel better about ourselves and how everything is a comparison game. How we only feel good when we are better than someone else. Marketers have understood status for a long time, and this is how they get us to make purchases. This is how politicians get us to vote for their party. In one part, he talks about how all theater, all movies, are essentially tracking status. Which character is higher than the other? Who wants who from what? Whether you realize it or not, almost all of our actions at the end of the day are driven by status. For us to be able to move up the social ladder, for us to feel like we've made it, for us to feel like all of our hard work is paid off, and for us to signify to others just how great we are. Looking at Instagram, looking at Facebook posts, of course people only share the best. They share the highlights. Seth has a really brilliant mind, so it's just really interesting to hear him talk without having to interview someone else or be interviewed, really explore these different concepts that he might bring up on the blog at length, providing a lot of really interesting concrete examples. So go check out Akimbo, whether you're interested in learning more about how you can market your products or services to others, how you can learn about how people are marketing to you, and how you can gain a better understanding of the culture, and in this particular episode, status roles.